And we're live already in the first game of winter semifinals. Juicy Josh's Falco versus Kip's Jigglypuff.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting match, I think. Classic match, Jigglypuff versus Falco. One that does not usually last long. One either kills the other or vice versa.
Alright then. Is there a reason why these matches don't last so long compared to others?
Well, there's the tried and true up for arrest that we see from Jigglypuff, which will probably happen at least once this match, as it usually does. And then that happens on the Falco side.
Alright. So far it's a pretty even game right now.
I would say that Jigglypuff has a little bit better time killing Falco than Falco does, unless Falco gets that one good hit. Jigglypuff doesn't DI correctly or smash jack correctly, and then it just all goes downhill from there. So definitely a very volatile match. Yeah. We're starting to see that. Oh, I'm surprised they didn't kill.
Alright then. That was an interesting one.
Alright, so like 2.5 minutes into this game, we are at even stocks.
Alright, so for you guys just tuning in, this is the Juicy Bounce Back charity for Good Luck Have Fun, or Good Friends up there in Jacksonville.
Yes.
And we'll be running charity for multiple games from starting now up until 11 p.m.
How many games do we have? It's a lot, right?
Yeah, we have, I believe, 8 games that we're running. We have Melee, we have Smash 4, we have Eunice, or Under Night, we have Blaze Blue Cross Tag, we have Tekken, Injustice, and we have Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yes.
And I believe those are all the games that we have. Oh, and Street Fighter.
And Street, can't forget that.
Again.
So tons of fun all day. It's a Saturday. Just clear your schedule. Hang out with us for the rest of the day. We'll be here bringing you some entertainment.
And it's all for charity as well.
All for charity, yes. After the recent tragedy in Jacksonville, we are donating, I think, most of the funds that we get here today, as well as sponsored donations, things like that, all towards the victim of Jacksonville. So, a lot of fun and for a good cause. So, you said you played a little bit of Melee before, Joe. Who'd you play?
I play Marth.
Marth.
Yeah. But I'm not the best player, so that's why I'm not determined right now. But I do know a bit about the game. Oh.
As we were chilling out, I see the first game.
Yeah. All right. So, what stage do you think they're going to go to next?
Well, they started Battlefield. Falco won. So let's see. The band that the band that Falco would do, I'm thinking probably Dreamland is usually the band against Jigglypuff. So I would say we're either going to see maybe a Final Destination pick or maybe something on the field like Fountain Dreams.
All right.
We will see though.
Oh, we're going to Roblox Stadium.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Kind of a spacey favored field, at least from like what I've seen in my own experience watching and playing. So it's interesting that we went here.
Yeah, especially for like the fire transformation.
Yeah, there's always that. Yeah, I don't hate the pick because Falco definitely dies faster, but we'll see how it goes. See how it plays out.
All right, Jigglypuff right now with a bit of a stage advantage. And that quickly went away as soon as I mentioned it.
Doing a pretty good job so far walling this Falco out. But,
Falco having a bit of a tough time staying on stage right now. So I guess the pick is working for him for Pokemon Stadium. Jigglypuff gets a lot of room to fly around and easily can get stage control when it's not in transformation right now.
That is true. The thing about this stage is there's a lot of horizontal space to work with, so a lot of keep-away games that Jigglypuff can do, but also short blast zones at the same time. Yeah. So easy to die off the side and Falco.
Easy to die off the top as well.
That is true.
So the first transformation we get is the windmill transformation. All right. So who do you think this favors?
Well, both characters get a lot from this stage, I think, but as far as who it favors the most, I would say Jigglypuff, just because of the fact that the windmill is there. It's easy to kind of keep away from Falco, you know, like get away from his line of sight, lasers, you know, that usually controls a lot of horizontal space, but Jigglypuff can kind of just not deal with that if he so wishes, because he can camp on the windmill and stuff. Okay.
Alright, that's a Jigglypuff the one-side game. But as soon as that, it goes away. So far, pretty even game, pretty even match is what I love to see. I love watching games, you know, go pretty long and having two evenly matched competitors.
So far, pretty even game. A little bit of back and forth, but so far pretty even. Which is, you know, tends to be good. It tends to favor a really exciting match because we see, like, say, Jigglypuff get a stock lead, then it becomes kind of a camp fest, which we have not seen so far. Speaking of things we have not seen yet, I don't think we've seen any rest punishes or kills from rest in general this set, which is interesting.
Because although it's been a mostly pretty even game, I believe Jigglypuff has been slightly behind most of the game. So, you know, going for a rest, especially at this percent right now, would be really dangerous.
That is true.
Because that would be a kill. You know what we also haven't seen any other transformations, because we're back again to windmill.
That is true.
That's interesting. There we go.
That's the end of the stage. Well,
and just like that.
I was going to say now would be the time to throw down rest on the table, but we are now going into... Is this 2 out of 3 or is this 3 out of 5?
Is this best of 3 or best of 5? Winners finals? Winners semis.
I think we're in winner semis.
It's best of 3. So
So
it looks like Josh takes it.
Good stuff to Juicy Josh.
All right. And let's see who we have next.
Where is the...
All right. It looks like we will be taking a bit of a break until our next match finishes, and then we'll be back on winners finals.
Going into... Probably be a good time to plug our Matcherino link. So anyone who happens to be watching the chat, if you go into the chat and type in the command !Matcherino, it will bring up a command and a link to take you to the events Matcherino page where you can submit the code JCY in the coupon code section to add a free whole $1 to your donation. Don't even need to add any of your own money. It could just be the one free dollar that Matcherino is gracious enough to supply us with, and all of that will go towards the charity prize pot.
All right, so you heard it here. If you have to sign up, or you have to
I think you do have to sign up, but however, it's not a long process since Matcherino can either take from your Twitch channel or your, I think, Twitter or Facebook profile as well. And you just kind of connect it, and then you're good. You have a Matcherino account, and you just donate. So a very quick process. Usually I say the phrase, you know, get our players paid, but in this case, it is donate to a good cause. So make sure we're all doing that. Donate to a good cause. So I guess we're in slightly more exciting. I love Marth versus Space. It's always a good time.
It's always a great spectacle. So, what stage do you think they're going to go to first?
Well, I'm pretty confident we're going to see a Battlefield start, as we probably will see for most of the time here in stream Melee.
All right.
It just tends to fall that way. But I guess we'll see. And this is still, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is still best out of 3?
No, this is winners finals, best of 5.
Oh, this is winners finals. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
winners finals.
So in that case, we are probably going to see some Final Destination in our set as well, which, you know, I did say this match was exciting, but on that stage, maybe not so much. Alright, so good start so far by Josh.
That was pretty good laser pressure. And he got it a little bit late to the end, but, you know, that's fine. Right, they're trying to beat stage one. So who do you think this stage is favorite towards? Ooh, that was a nice angle.
This stage is probably about as even as this match can get, and like things like that can happen. But, yeah, that can happen on any stage. Really, yeah, you know, I'm not really sure which side the stage favors. Oh, that was an excellent recovery, trying to avoid the mark there.
And starting with his own combo.
Ooh, all right, so
Fortunate.
unfortunate technical flub by Mr. E. That secured Mr. Josh's first stock.
Coming right back to
First
it.
kill.
And Mr. E a full stock ahead right now.
So that is one really important strength that Marth has on this stage, and most stages really, is the platform fighting. Specifically underneath the platforms, juggling with you know, up air and up tilt, things like that. It is impossible to get out of, but very difficult, as we are seeing, and that's a ton of percentage. Okay. So that ended up working out, actually. That is a kill confirmed. I know Marth's been theorizing that does not cover everything, but like the whole up throw, jump, and up B. But very powerful when it connects though.
Yeah. It's definitely worth the risk, especially how far ahead he is so far.
Ooh.
And there we go.
Ending it with the definitive there.
And Mr. E takes game 1.
To end the stop.
Ooh, we got a Fox switch.
Oh, who went Fox?
Josh.
Josh?
Yeah, Josh.
Okay.
Switch out to Fox.
So Josh would be a dual space if you So between the two spaces, Fox and Falco, who would you say does better in the Marth matchup?
In the Marth matchup, that's really difficult to say. I would say that they both have like their own strengths and weaknesses, also depending on the stage. Here on Dreamland, I definitely would go with the Fox pick. You know,
Yeah.
it'd be easier to give Marth in the stage, and of course you got a lot of room to run around, put a bunch of laser pressure, and it forces Marth to come to you.
I definitely agree. Overall, I think Falco, believe it or not, might have a slightly easier time against Marth just because he can challenge his range with things like lasers and other moves like that. But I definitely agree with Fox is probably a good pick on this particular stage. It's not Marth's best stage in general, but I would say Fox is better here. Well, that was some excellent edge guarding.
So far, we still have an even game, which is pretty good. But, you know, got a really strong start from Josh. So, it looks like his pick worked out for him at first. But we'll see how the rest of the match goes. And that was a nice grab.
Grabbing him out of his wave shot.
So far, Mr. E being really patient with his juggles to make sure that he connects with every hit.
Wow,
Every
that
was a very well spaced tipper as well.
So I guess we're seeing now. Oh, never mind. I was going to say we're seeing a bit of a scramble situation, but either a misinput or a technical flub or something like that leads to possible Mr. E winning stocks.
So far, it's definitely a much more even game than the first match. It looks like that might change. Oh, he made it back, but the slow get up gets him.
Overall, I'd say we are seeing some good gameplay, some excellent gameplay, but then just sprinkled in a couple little minor flaws, mostly technical flubs that I feel like are coming from both sides. That is kind of defining the
True, but it also adds to the excitement of the match, you know, making this like a really close game for both of them. And, well, the stage is doing wonders for Josh right now. He is a bit behind in percentage, but, you know, they're even in stocks, so it's going so better than the first match. Oh, but here comes the juggle.
Oh, excellent dare. I don't think they would have killed that close to the
And that kills.
All right, so that is 2-0 Mr. E, I believe. This is winners finals, so we have at the very least one more match this round, and we'll see what happens.
Yep. So where do you think Josh will win?
Well, theoretically, Dreamland, going back to Dreamland would be the right pick because it is technically Marth's first stage. But then you have to factor in the fact that, like, well, I just lost in Dreamland. You know,
on
that
his counter
pick. On my counter pick, yes. So
went to Fountain of Dreams.
Yep. The kind of the human element there of not wanting to repeat your past mistakes. Just wipe the slate, try and figure out a new game plan on a new stage, which is what we're seeing now.
Honestly, I think I would have stuck it out with Dreamland. He did far better. Just, you know, just like a small mistake or two, which was what cost him the game. But definitely could have taken that game. And he knows he would do well on the stage, so he could have definitely possibly taken the third this game. But going to Dreamland, to Fountain of Dreams, sorry.
Yeah, close enough. Me, personally, I probably would have done something maybe a little dumb and try something crazy like Falco on Dreamland. That's, you know, probably why I am not in winners finals right now and Mr. E just Josh.
Probably.
But regardless. Oh, so this is one of the unfortunate things about Fountain of Dreams here, and maybe the question why he went here in the first place is half the time it kind of turns into a mini Final Destination. You see chain grab, you see a bunch of damage on Marth's side, and it's just. It's unfortunate. Ooh, is he trying to be a little fancy here?
And it cost him to stop. But I respect it. High risk, high reward. And of course, you know, doing it for the people.
Of course. That's what this event is all about, for the people.
Style points for charity. Oh. And he made it back. Spoke too soon.
That's been kind of another trend of this set so far, is a lot of near deaths for Josh, like making it back from the farthest possible distance he can make it back, only for him to, you know, slow get up and then get hit with an F smash. That's definitely happened to us a couple of times this set. Let's see if he can adapt to it. Ooh, an excellent up air. I think that even pushed him off the platform.
It did, but it was a pretty good DI by Mr. E, so he lived from that, but did not live from that back air. So, in this matchup, if I were Josh, I probably would have chosen something else like, oh.
That was an excellent down air.
Excellent. I would probably maybe go to Yoshi Story if I were him instead of going to Fountain of Dreams. I think it would have fared a bit better.
Yeah, honestly.
But he's keeping it even right now.
Might not be the most ideal situation either, but I think I do agree that would have been better. But hey, you know, this is just some commentators forcing their
Well, it's working out so far.
His last stock. Unfortunately, sighted a little too high there. Oh, he does not hit the angle. And that is it.
That is
Clean games, clean score, 3-0 for Mr. E, but definitely a well-fought battle from both sides. It was not a blowout in any sense of the word, I would say.
Exactly. The last two games were very close for Josh. Just one shine, maybe one edge hog away from taking either of those games.
Just,
that would have been pretty well.
Cleaning up the gameplay a little bit, and he definitely has something.
That's one of the things I would like to see more from Josh. Just, you know, like try to like shine spike in either of those games. I didn't see him go for that once.
It is kind of scary to go out there, but like sometimes you just gotta do it, you know. Otherwise,
sometimes the risk is worth it.
Alright, so what do we have now? I guess are we in losers semifinal now?
Yes, we are going right into loser semis, and it is Kip versus Hunter. Hunter, I believe, is playing the Sheik, and Kip going for his Jigs.
Sheik versus Jigglypuff. So this is an interesting matchup, I feel, in that traditional school of thought would say that Jigglypuff is heavily favored here for multiple different reasons. I mostly agree with that. However, there are certain things that Sheik players can do, especially like in the recent history, you know, with players like Club going Sheik against Hungry Fox in grand finals and things like that. They're usually Fox, but not all the time. I feel like it's not as bad of a matchup as people would traditionally say it is. But I guess we will see what happens in this match.
Right. Are they doing hand warmers, or are they going straight into the game?
He did start Zelda. I don't know. This could be a hand warmer.
All right. Give it some time, and we'll see about this.
Maybe not.
I believe they are playing it out.
Oh wow, that kill. That smash from basically center stage.
That was just a bit of bad DI on Hunter's part. I think if he DI'd it a little differently, he would have lived.
Which one's the Sheik player? Is that Hunter?
Yeah, Hunter.
Hunter. Gotcha.
Well, Hunter's playing Zelda right now. Surprising switch.
This is an interesting tournament here, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, actually kind of surprised it didn't go. So it almost looks like Hunter is going for a kind of cheap Zelda style of play against Jigglypuff. Definitely an idea that's been kicked around for a while now. Zelda, not saying Zelda has a winning match against Jigs or anything, you know, something like that, but Zelda definitely having more kill power than she does in certain situations. Some would say that helps against the Jigs matchup. I don't know personally, but you know, maybe Hunter this one.
Maybe he's also trying to go for matchup unfamiliarity, since I don't know many people that play Zelda.
Could be. Or this is somehow still hand warmers.
Well, this is pretty long for hand warmers then, because it's been almost 2 minutes into the match. So far, Jig's up 2 stocks, and
oh, that was a fortunate turn event for our Wii friend here, getting hit by the Sheik up lead. That's the thing, like in neutral, I really don't feel like it's that much Jig's favored. You know, Sheik having just as gigantic a move as Jigglypuff does. However, in a disadvantaged situation, like trying to get back on stage, being edge guarded by Jigglypuff, it is very rough. Just getting to that stage.
And it's also a bit rough for Sheik to start combos on Jigglypuff since she is so light. And she can just DI away from a lot of the standard combos, so you have to,
This is true.
you know, do things a bit differently.
Down throw up air or forward air I think does work in the US. It's a very high percent on Jigglypuff. So that is still always an option. It's just getting that grab in the first place can be pretty difficult.
Kip just trying to wall him out with back airs, and it worked. You know, the standard Jigglypuff bread and butter, just, you know, keep throwing back airs and, you know, just have the opponent come challenge you, since they are the ones that, since in this situation, especially Hunter is the one that's behind already 2 stocks. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people forget that everyone except Jigglypuff players, but when you are up in fighting games, Smash or otherwise, you do not have to approach. No one is forcing you to do that. So, kind of make things difficult for the person behind.
All right.
Okay.
Hunter finding his way in.
Good call up on the forward air. I feel like it's some daring call-outs are what's going to be needed for Hunter to win this match, if this is possible. Okay, something like that. I agree with it. Maybe not agree, but I vibe with it.
I respect the effort.
Okay.
All right, that killed, and just like that, Hunter's brought it back.
So something like
Only
a
a
2-stock comeback so far. We are now at even stocks.
Yeah, only a 50% to 62%, which is still pretty doable for Hunter. He just, you know, can't get rested at this percent.
Yep.
That is definitely death.
So 2 grabs just put him at 34%. I think still in the crouch cancel range, which is not good, but definitely a lot more even now than what we used to be.
I respect it. Forcing him to recover high, knowing that there's a lot of him high. I think this is going to be the game. Oh, switching to Zelda. Oh!
That is unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
Almost looked like a little bit of Battlefield Jake there, but I think just rolling off the edge like that took away any chance of Zelda reaching the edge. So good stuff to Kip and Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter, you know, he went pretty far, you know, came back a little bit at the end. You know, he was at a 2-stock deficit, but, you know, just some patient play and some well-thought-out moves. And almost brought it back, but unfortunate.
So I'm interested to see where we go now. We may very well see a Dreamland pick, just because both characters like it. It's going to be a long match if we do see that, but... Oh, okay. Ready, go! Exact opposite, we are going Yoshi's story. I agree with this, I think. Yes, Kip 1, 0. So there's pros and cons to bringing a Jigglypuff to this stage, I think, but overall, you're going to kill Jigs a lot faster, and it's a lot easier for Jigs to run into Sheik's just as large moves in a short, confined space like this. So I agree with it.
And it also gives Sheik a lot more recovery options with Handle being out on the field.
Yes, and the Cloud being a factor as well. Can't forget about the Cloud. So getting hit, but recovering back to the center stage is most important. And he gets a stock out of it, actually. Excellent needles to get back on stage.
And nice up air to close out that stock. And now Hunter in the lead. Looks like the Yoshi's pick has worked out for him. so
I
far.
agree. We are seeing the strength of the stage here. One random up, not random, but one up air at middling percent high up on the stage. Yes, that will secure. Call out with a back air.
That seals the stock.
Okay. Going for stage positioning with the forward throw there instead of down throw. No. Pros and cons to that. I think one thing that's important, especially for viewers to understand, in floaty matches like this, which is basically what this is, you know, there's debate on whether she really is a floaty or not, like midweight. But in a matchup like this, percents matter. So,
Oh, got a DBFC.
as I said that, we now
But
have
Kip.
a stock lead by Kip. And with floaties being, you know, floaty, slower than speed for the fast fallers and things like that, it's kind of why stocks leads matter. It's hard to get in. It's hard to approach with floaties. Oh my gosh. What probably is the longest range forward air I've ever seen secure the stock.
Just get some, just the tip of Sheik's fingernails.
Tip of the wrist. Flick of the wrist.
Ooh.
Ah, the first
And a
rest of the
miss.
set, I think, and we missed it. It's unfortunate. Going for the needle charge. I respect it.
It's definitely a lot more safe because you get that option just in case. Oh.
Going for the ledge.
Right. And that is skip 2-0.
Again, you know, I think so far today we've seen pretty, maybe not reflected so much in the score count, but definitely pretty close and pretty solid matches so far. Oh, man. Well, it was a nice day out. Who do we have here? Oh, it's Josh and Kip. This is losers finals now. Okay.
Yes, this is losers finals. This is a rematch from their winner semis.
Fox and Puff matchup. I like it. See a little bit of shenanigans there. This is a real match, yes.
I believe so. This is not handlers. So they are playing a real match right now. And they're pretty
Ultimate question today so far is what has been hand warmers and what has not been.
Alright, Josh taking a decent percentage lead with Fox. I'm a bit surprised that he chose to play Fox here when he did win with Falco in their winner semis match. Maybe he's just trying to warm up Fox for, you know, grants. Maybe he believes that he can make it out.
Could be.
Make it out losers.
Also just maybe because, again, traditionally, Fox is looked at as a Falco does.
And an unfortunate sing for the
Very unfortunate.
SD.
I think he was looking for either... No, that was probably a comment. Right,
Alright.
Good edge guard by Blow.
Yeah.
I wish I knew the backstory behind these tags. The lore.
Well, if I'm correct, back in the olden days when Juices first started, yes, this is for Dad's tag.
You said this epic tale.
Back in the olden days, Josh would go by a tag called Daddy, but it became a bit uncomfortable for, I think it was the TOs. And
TO's
ooh,
calling.
yeah, just calling out the tag him on that. And it's like, I don't want to scream that across the venue, so. So he told him to, I believe he told him to change his tag to something else. So he cycled through a few tags, usually going back to Dad every once in a while. So I believe that is why he has the Dad question mark tag.
I like it.
But Josh taking the first game with a 2-stock lead. So let's see. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, we have
oh.
a potential character
Oh.
switch here for both parties.
Now, do you think this is just disrespectful, or do you actually think that they played these characters? Like,
Well,
specifically for the Pichu.
it potentially would have been disrespectful if only one of them switched, but considering we have a Pichu Donkey Kong matchup here at the Losers Finals at the Juicy Bounce Back for Charity event, this
is definitely.
I don't know what this is.
I would say this is for the people. They're both crowd pleasers, and you know.
It's a whole lot of fun as well.
Exactly. I think they're just having fun with it for right now.
So, Joe, you being the Melee expert here, who would you say the DK versus Pichu matchup favors?
To be honest, I believe it favors DK due to just him having a lot stronger moves, and because most of Pichu's attacks do damage to Pichu, so he racks up the percent on his own, and then just need like one good, like, up smash, forward smash, a good punch,
I do agree
and just
with
take
you.
it. But it really does look like Dad knows how to play the Pichu really pretty well,
Yeah.
at least in this matchup,
Good points.
because
So
Pichu
looks
is
like-
a lot faster.
Looks like Josh is making good use of that air. Definitely being one of Pichu's few good moves, I would say, is the approaching air.
Oh,
my
there we
gosh.
go. This is the combo starter. No,
Is that dash attack minus on hit? It definitely looks like it.
I believe so.
he hit him with the noggin, and then he just got grabbed. It's unfortunate.
Right. So, are we about to see a 4-stock with Pichu?
Maybe not.
No, we are not. They look like they're both having fun with it. You know, I see smiles on both sides.
Oh no, the up tilt juggles. They're happening.
I mean, it's a pretty good move to use against DK because he's so heavy and so big. Like, just a giant hitbox, you can up tilt him for days. And just like that, Josh takes it with 3 stocks.
Yeah, you have to wonder with DK being such a large body, who the favorite matchup really is. Oh, yeah.
And the Mario Ditto.
How Sakurai intended it to be.
Where do you think they're? Oh, and the Gentleman's 2 Peach's Castle.
Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, we have shenanigans.
We definitely have shenanigans, but hey, they're doing it for the people.
For the people.
Alright then, so Josh rocking out the OG colors with Kip rocking out the traditional colors. That was actually just a bit of Mario trivia for you. Mario's original colors in the first in Donkey Kong in the arcade game.
Oh, it was blue and red inverted, like
Yeah, blue and red
Roland's.
inverted.
That's interesting.
But then over time it was changed again for the Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. Series.
I guess Donkey Kong was the first game that Mario made an appearance in. Is that correct?
That is correct. Back then he was known as Jumpman. He didn't have a Jumpman.
Yes. We got Now, I do have to say that Peach's Castle is probably one of my more favorite stages, purely because of the fact that halfway through, it just gets nuked by a gigantic missile for no reason. It's beautiful.
I guess for me it would be Poke Floats. Just it's just so weird looking, so just visually appealing. Just having like giant Pokemon just come in and out of stage. Oh, and just like that, here comes the Bullet Bill to destroy the castle. And just like that.
Pokemon also being, I think, the only stage without ledges, which I think is, in today's day and age of the controversy of the ledge, is something a lot of people forget.
Ooh.
Now, apologies,
Nice.
ladies and gentlemen. We have not been talking that much about the match, just about everything surrounding the match. But so far, it's been pretty interesting. Josh definitely having a sizable lead here. Let's see if they can bring it back.
I believe in it. I think it'll go down to last stock. Ooh, nice wall tech. And there we go, just like that, Nair kills.
Nair, center stage, 170%.
Did you know that at one point this used to be a legal double stage?
Did you know? I did actually. Before my time. But oh no!
Whoa!
The nuke. It's back.
This is why it's no longer legal. But, oh. Trying to throw each other into the Bullet Bill.
Yeah, let's see some stage combos here. Let's get an assist from the Bullet Bill. Throw him into it.
This isn't a tourney match. This is a combo contest right now. Oh, and just like that, back throw takes it. And there we go. 3-0 for Juicy Josh.
Good stuff,
But
Josh.
it looks like they're both smiling, they're both laughing, having fun and whatnot. So
Either way, good stuff to both players. And I guess we are now, that puts us into grands, correct?
going to grand finals. All right. Josh coming in from the loser side versus Mr. E. I like this. I like Josh sticking with the Fox here, with Fox, knowing that he fared better in the last two games the first time they played.
I think so too, yeah. Now, Mr. E, I believe, is the favorite to win this today, but anything can happen.
They're pretty even for the most part right now. Ooh. And a nice tipper to take the stop. Something I haven't seen from Josh's Fox very much is lasers, to rack up the percentage. Very scarce use of the lasers for Fox, while he used a bunch of it for Falco.
Oh, sure, yeah. I think something that a lot of people don't talk about, especially because, it's a melee and it's a technically demanding game in the first place. And there's just kind of maybe a stigma around that, but double lasering with Fox is, I would certainly rank it as not the easiest or easier techniques in this game. So that definitely plays a factor. Because, it's, everything's going on, high stakes, high adrenaline match going on. Thinking to just kind of walk back for a minute, retreat, disengage, shoot some lasers. It's definitely a great tactic, but it's not something you always think about in a match like this. The up tilt.
Alright.
I like Mr. E's use of Marth's side B, especially at higher percentage. It's not a move that you see often anymore, especially today in large players, but it definitely has its uses. It's a flashy move in general.
And we have even stocks and had even percentage. Right now, Mr. E with combo and Josh just barely makes it in.
Oh, yeah. Some kind of.
A battle for the right platform. Mr. E taking the percentage lead, but it's not impossible for Josh. All he needs is, you know, jab up throw, maybe a good shine spike, and unfortunately he fell off the stage, and Mr. E was able to capitalize on that. So,
Okay, game one goes to Mr. E.
Alright, so where do you think Josh is going to go?
Put a bow on it. I would say, well, I guess you don't have to guess.
Alright. Alright, well, what do you think about this pick?
I like it. I think this stage more than any other really comes down to the player as far as like how much they practice on this stage, and B, how comfortable they are with platforms. Because this is more than any other, maybe besides Stadium, but almost more than any other stage, a dynamic and moving stage with variables to it. So just being able to navigate this changing terrain in a pretty small space, it definitely it comes down to the player, I feel.
Alright.
Unfortunate angle. Good tech chase on the platform. It's little things like that, I feel, you know, having the tech on the platform, Josh realizing that, chasing his tech in up smash, that's what you need.
Nice zipper to clean that stock out. All right.
Yeah, maybe questionable DI on Josh's part there, going straight sideways off that nair. But good edge guard sequence there, which basically ties it all up. The difference is 2%. Hard to get out of, but that's an interesting setup right there. Maybe hit him with a reverse back air to bring him off the stage, but in kind of an awkward situation. Unfortunately, just could not capitalize further from that. And this looks like the second kill of the match, just from questionable DI off the air. So, okay, good stuff.
It's not impossible for Josh right now. He can definitely take it back.
Ooh, that was an excellent angle on Firefox there, avoiding the counter from Mark. He's still in a disadvantage situation.
It's just so hard to deal with coming down from above Marth, because that's where he is definitely the strongest when it comes to just combos, and just like that.
That's the thing, you know, with Marth in small spaces, is he kind of just bullies his way in. There's not much you can do about it. I don't know if that stage favors one of the other ones, you know, like Fox and Marth, but you cannot deny the advantages of a big sword in a small room, you know.
Oh, definitely. And it looks like Dad playing Marth now, and Mr. E playing the Falco.
Yeah, we see a character switch from Josh, maybe trying to shake things up a bit. Probably more of a player, human element type thing than any kind of matchup. Oh, that was a good pickup on the tipper.
So this is pretty interesting. They're both using each other's Banes right now. Do you think this is just them being friendly towards each other, or do you think this is more of a, you know, disrespect, I can beat you with your character type of deal going on?
Oh, I didn't realize. Is that Josh playing Marth?
Yeah, Josh is playing Marth and Mr. E is playing Falco.
Totally went over my head. Okay.
All right, that's fine.
Interesting. So yeah, I guess we do have a literal switch in characters here. Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why that is.
Oh, they're both smiling, having a good time, so I don't think it's in any mean-spirited sort of way. But still, both of them showing that they do have, you know, character knowledge of more than just their mains in this game.
Yeah, I guess so. I get
A very nice combo being started by Mr. E's combo.
More than anything, today is for a good cause. It's for the people. This is the time to have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a game. You should always be having fun doing this, but now we all know what we're doing here today.
Alright, so Mr. E up one stock, but this definitely can be brought back, but as of right now, Mr. E taking a commanding lead. But oh, here comes the and the shield breaker. Do you think that was a misinput? And Mr. E takes it off a shield breaker misinput.
Okay, good stuff to Mr. E here.
Yeah.
Winning the juicy bounce back charity for the Good Luck Have Fun bar. Winning grand finals for the Melee bracket.
Yeah.
That's good stuff to him.
And there we go. Then that was grand finals for Melee. Mr. E taking it 3-0. But it looks like all the players were having fun. Everyone was, you know, smiling,
Of course.
joking around, you know, and we got to see Peach's Castle
We did.
in losers finals. So
We
that
got
was
to
pretty
see
interesting.
Pichu versus Donkey Kong. Not
Pichu.
something you see every day. I had
There
fun.
we go. That is the set of the day right there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, then.
See that VOD on YouTube later, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, then. And we're going to take a short break before starting.
What
believe-
is next on this channel after this?
I believe the very next game would be, if I am not mistaken, Injustice.
Oh, should be fun. My brother is competing in that today, so I am expecting big things.
All right, then. So stick around for that. This is, oh, the names on the screen aren't correct. I am Juicy Kira, and this is...
I am Herc, Hercules. You can call me whatever you want. That's
Alright.
fine.
All right.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
All right, thanks
we
for
will
joining
see
us.
you soon.
All right, commentator signing off.